A 2.4% slide is projected for Dogecoin tomorrow, based on CoinCodex forecast. To begin, let's check the current market development. Dogecoin has moved up 3.7% in the last day and is currently near $0.09712. We now take a look at forecast opinions. According to Gov Capital Collector, tomorrow's price could hit $0.09748. That's around 0.4% above today's level. CoinDataFlow expects Dogecoin may move lower towards $0.09616, a decrease of about 0.9%. Crypto Predictions notes the chance of moving downward to $0.09511, implying a loss of 2%. A separate outlook released by CoinCodex projects Dogecoin could test $0.09471 on the downside, a decline of approximately 2.4%. To conclude, digital coin price predicts $0.09387 by tomorrow, a decrease of 3.3%. This forecast offers the highest potential return. We've heard from all five. Let's continue the analysis. All forecasts considered, here's the overall summary. Based on the range of expectations presented, the price could be anywhere between a decline of 3.3% and a rise of 0.4%, depending on the analyst. So in the end, digital coin price has the top forecast with 3.3% gain in value by tomorrow. This means you could collect between $4 and $33 for every $1,000 you invest. By examining recent volatility trends, Gov Capital Collector's forecast stands as the most probable, with a 93.5% likelihood. With all forecasts taken together, I've produced a consensus outlook. Based on the consensus view, Dogecoin may drift towards $0.09547, reflecting a 1.7% loss. Let's get into the weeds a bit. Consensus expectations call for a 1.7% reduction in value. Simply expressed, your capital may also move higher by about 1.7% in step with that change. A 1,000 investment could illustrate a profit of about $17 in this case, which adds up to a probability of about 88.3% for the consensus forecast to hold true. Next up, let's check the short-term 3-day outlook as seen by analysts. For this horizon, Gov Capital Collector expects the chart to remain flat with minor fluctuations only. According to CoinDataFlow, Dogecoin is set to slip. Additionally, Crypto Predictions projects weaker prices ahead. A bearish stance is also reflected in CoinCodex's forecast. Meanwhile, digital coin price highlights building pressure to the downside. The consensus stance presents Dogecoin with a clear downward direction. Therefore, the forecasts align, indicating Dogecoin is likely to follow a downward path. Taken together, 100% of forecasts suggest Dogecoin could move lower in the near term. 5 forecasts were published 2 days ago. Today we'll see which ones matched reality. In the end, the final outcome was $0.09512. The closing price showed that only a handful of forecasts had the direction right. As far as accuracy goes, digital coin price stood out on top. Let's go through it. All 5 predictions were outside the candle. Speaking of ROI, some predictions turned profitable, but digital coin price topped the list. And here's the verification table. Every result checked and lined up for you. Looking at performance, the forecast probability for CoinDataFlow was 81.8%, with $0.207,802 accuracy and minus 5.6% ROI. Look through the data and see if your expectations match the results. Let's move on and check how tomorrow's predicted income compares for Dogecoin and other selected assets. According to tomorrow's forecasts, Dogecoin stands at 4th place, and Arbitrum shows 4% potential return. Here Dogecoin is compared with 4 randomly selected cryptocurrencies. A broader comparison with many more, along with detailed analyst accuracy data, will soon be available on my website and Telegram channel. If you're keeping an eye on Dogecoin, hit like so I know these updates are useful for you. Have a good one.